Om Bagresh,
Yes, sir.
Prince Gate,
Yes, sir.
Vishal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I am sharing my entire screen so that you can view what is going on my screen. Please note down the today's topic, string methods in Python. So method is also like a function, write down. A method is also like a function which contains instructions to carry out particular task. Method is applied only on an object for which it is was defined, for which it was defined. Written.
Yes, sir.
For example, shall, this is a string and I can call the method with the help of dot operator. Suppose upper. So this upper is a method. You can apply a method on the object. You know that each and everything in Python is an object. String values are also an object. So this object, with the help of this object, you can call a method. This string method is applied on this object. So what happens? It returns a new string. It will not convert Vishal into uppercase, but it returns a new string, means the uppercase version of this string. Uppercase version means all the characters converted into uppercase, means capital letters. So this is one way of calling a method. You write the name of the object and then dot operator and then name of the method. This is also like a function. So this is an inbuilt function in Python. So you can call this upper method. When you call this upper method, it converts the string into uppercase letters. Means all the characters in the string converted into uppercase characters. Upper method returns a new string which is the uppercase version of the previous string. Means it will not convert the original string, because you know that string cannot be changed because string is a immutable data object. You know that once a string is created, it cannot be changed. String is a immutable, means cannot be modified. Immutable object, its contents cannot be changed once it is created. That's why this method will return a new string. Prince Gate,
Yes, sir.
have you written all these things?
No, sir. Last string is a immutable option. Sir, हो गया.
So in the previous class, I have told you that string is an immutable data object. Immutable means you cannot change the contents of the string once it is created. And you can also check with the help of identity function, ID function. Let's see another example for that. Suppose I write name equal to Vishal. And if I print the ID of Vishal, it's ID of name, and then I change name equal to Prince, then check the ID of name. So you can see when it prints the ID of name, that ID is different than the ID of this statement. Let's see the output. So you can clearly understand that when you print the ID of this variable name, so the ID of this is 24080. But when you change the content of name, so Vishal is not overwritten by this Prince, but it creates a new memory location and stores a new string there. That's why when you print the ID of this variable, the ID is different from the previous ID. This shows that the string is an immutable data object. Write down the above program prints two different identity, which shows that the string object is an immutable data object. Written.
Sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
So you know that the purpose of ID function. This ID function prints the unique identification number. You know that each and every object is represented by unique identification number, means unique ID. So each and every object has a unique ID, means different IDs. So if you print the IDs of these objects on the screen, you can see the ID has been changed for name string variable, because you cannot change the previous content which is already stored in the memory. So there are number of string methods which you can apply it on the string only. I will explain about those methods one by one on the screen. And these methods are very useful for Python programming, you can develop a very good projects with the help of these methods. No need to write the separate coding for performing any particular task. You can easily use these methods. These methods are very useful and you can easily use these methods in your programming. Have you written all those things?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
One function you already know, that is called len function. This len function can be applied on string also. This len function returns the number of characters present in a string. For example,
हाँ
len
मैं
so this will return the number of characters in a string. How many characters are there in this string? You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Space is also a character. So this statement will return a number 10 because 10 characters are present in a string. So you can easily know how many characters are there in a string with the help of len function. This len function is also applied on list also, tuples also, because it returns the length means number of items in a list or number of items in a tuple. So number of items in a string means number of characters in a string. Not only alphabets, any character in a string it counts. A space is also a character, digits is also a character for a string. The string is represented by double quotes in Python programming. So you can see the method we call in the previous example with the help of a dot operator. But in this case, I am calling a method and passing one arguments in this method. So you have to refer the Python manual in which way you have to use the method or a function. Because both method and function can be called in a different ways. Here you are calling without operating on a string. You are passing a string inside the parenthesis. But in the previous example, when you call the upper method, you call like this om bagres dot upper and then empty parenthesis. So how to call a method or a function in a Python, you have to refer the Python's manual. Have you written all these things?
so we give parentheses in uppercase.
Yes, sir.
So व- so in uppercase में हम parentheses दिए तो उसमें अपन वैल्यू पुट कर सकते हैं parentheses के अंदर कुछ.
No, how to call a method or a function? What is the way of calling method and function? You have to refer the Python manual. But I will tell you, for example, to call a upper method, you have to call like this, home bagresh, and then dot, and then upper in this way.
Yes, sir.
But have you noticed the way of calling a function? In this function, you are passing a string inside the parenthesis. But in this statement, you are calling a method with the help of dot operator. So there are two ways to use methods or functions in Python. So you must remember how to call a particular method. If you want to call a upper method, then you have to use this dot operator. String object, through object you call a method. String object, then dot, and then method. Here you pass a string object inside the function as an argument. So len, if you want to use len function, you have to pass a string inside the parenthesis. If you want to call upper function, you have to call with the help of dot operator. Okay.
सर मेथड और फंक्शन अलग अलग है.
Look, if I said method, methods are called with the help of dot operator. Okay. But method is also like a function. You can see this is the name of the function and empty parenthesis or parenthesis may have arguments. So method and functions are same, but the way of calling functions and methods in Python are different. Method is also like a function. It carry out a specific task. But the way of calling, you must know how to call a method or a function in Python. Suppose you want to call upper, then you should not call like this, upper, and then you pass the string like this. Okay. You
Yes.
must know how to call a method or a function in Python. So I will tell you about some string methods. First, you should write down all these notes in your notebook. Have you written all those things?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
ओके आपको पता होना चाहिए कि मेथड कैसे कॉल करना है, फंक्शन कैसे कॉल करना है। जब आपकी हैबिट हो जाएगी, आप इससे परिचित हो जाएंगे, तो आप फिर समझ में आ जाएगा कि लेन को कैसे कॉल करना है और बाकी मेथड्स को कैसे कॉल करना है। ओके राइट डाउन द हेडिंग टेस्टिंग methods for string. There are certain methods by which you can test string for any condition. For example, you can test whether a string contains only digits or not. So I am writing the list of methods. First you write is alnum, is alpha, is digit, is upper, is lower. One by one I will explain about the purpose of these testing methods of string. First you write down in your notebook the name of these testing methods. Is alpha numerical, is alpha, is digit, is upper, is lower. So you can test for some condition about the string. For example, is alpha numerical. So the name of function is ALNUM, is alnum, alpha numerical. So you can check whether a string contains alphanumeric characters or not, means the string should contain alphabets also and numbers also. So you can check whether the string contains alphabets and numbers both or not. So this method can be used in checking the passwords because passwords are alphanumerical in nature. This method returns true if all the characters are alphabet in the string is alpha or not. This function is digit function checks whether the string contains digits or not, all the characters are in digit form or not. This function, this is upper function, checks whether the string is in uppercase or not. If the string is in uppercase, means all the characters are in capital letters, then this string will returns true. Yeah, this method will returns true. This method will returns true if all the characters in a string are lowercase letters. Have you written this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one by one I will show you the use of these testing methods. Write down. Write a program in Python to check whether the string contains only digits or not. So here I am making an interactive program in Python. For example, roll number equal to input, and I print the message on the screen, enter roll number. You know that this input function returns a string. That string is stored in roll number. I am not converting the string into integer. I will first check whether the roll number contains only digits or not. So you can use if statement if roll number dot is digit, print roll number is okay. Your roll number contains characters other than digits. So here I am checking by calling a method is digit. So you know about the input function. It displays a message on the screen, enter roll number, and it gets the response from the user. If the user enters any string, suppose 1, 2, 3 or ABCD, that string, that characters in string form is stored in this roll number. Now with the help of isDigit function, you can check whether the string contains only digit or not. So let's see the output. So I am writing roll number ABC. You can see it displays your roll number contains characters other than digits because ABC is not a digit. Again, run the program, enter roll number. I am entering 1, 2, 3, 4. So roll number is okay. In this way, you can use these string methods very efficiently in your Python program. Have you noted down this program?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we can call a string methods. Roll number dot is digit. So this statement, you know how if else was when this condition is true, this statement will execute. Otherwise, the else part will execute. So when the string contains all the digits, then this condition becomes true. And when this condition becomes true, this statement executes. That's why the output is enter roll number. And when I enter 1, 2, 3, 4, it displays roll number is okay. So note down this program in your notebook. And write down the output also.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. So write down question, write a program to check whether the user enters his name correctly or not. Suppose you are developing a software and you ask for a username, and if user enters 1, 2, 3, 4, then your program must check whether this is a valid name or not. So here I am typing the Python code. First I will comment out this region, comment, so that these lines will not execute, and then name equal to input, enter name. Then you can check if name dot is alpha, print okay, what your name, else print Invalid name entered. Suppose you are developing a software and you want to show the name of a person in your program, but if person enters a name which contains digit also, so you can print invalid name entered. So this function is alpha function returns true if the string contains only alphabets. Let's see the output. Enter name. I enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So invalid name entered. Again run this program. Enter name. So in this case I type Vishal. Okay, got your name. So in this way you can use those functions in your program. So note down this program in your notebook. And write down the output also. So this is alpha method returns true, and you know that in if else statement, if the condition is true, the if block statement executes, and if the condition is false, else block statement executes. So how nicely I use this is alpha method to check whether a valid name entered by the user or not.
So is necessary to write.
Now the name of the method is itself is मेथड का नाम ही इससे शुरू हो रहा है इसमें जो मैं अभी मेथड समझा रहा हूँ ये मेथड
So
का
but
नाम
in upper so but in uppercase we are writing upper only.
हाँ तो पाइथन प्रोग्रामर्स पाइथन की जो प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज बनाई है उन्होंने ऐसे मेथड बनाए हैं जिससे कि आपको समझ में आ जाए इस एक क्वेश्चन जैसा लगता है ना तो चेक जैसा लगता है टेस्टिंग जैसा लगता है इसलिए उन्होंने मेथड के नाम ऐसे बना दिए आप भी मेथड के जो चाहे नाम बना सकते हैं ना
Yes, sir.
तो उन्होंने हमें भी याद रहेगा कि इससे क्या है ये चेक करेगा टेस्ट करता है ट्रू और फॉल्स रिटर्न करेगा जबकि अपर केस और लोअर में इज नहीं लगा तो हमको समझ में आ जाता है कि वो अपर केस में कन्वर्ट करेगा लोअर केस में कन्वर्ट करेगा
Yes, sir.
ओके तो आप लोग ध्यान रखना एग्जाम में जैसे कि इज लिखा आता है तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि इज ये टेस्ट कर रहा है ये ट्रू या फॉल्स रिटर्न करेगा तो all those functions which begins with is most probably they returns true or false ट्रू या फॉल्स ही रिटर्न करते हैं तो मेक ए नोट हियर इज अल्फा method returns true if the string contains only alphabets otherwise it returns false. So it is very useful in a big project or if you are developing a software then these string methods are very useful in developing a very good nice project. Suppose in your project you want to get the name of customers and you type the code enter customer's name. So customer name must contain only alphabets. Digits should not be there, special character should not be there. So you can use this is alpha method to check whether the correct name is entered by the user or not. Have you written all these things?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now write down the example of is upper and is lower method. So name is a variable, name equal to input, enter name. So when a user enters a name, you can check if name dot is upper. Print you typed in capital letter. Elif name dot is lower. Print you typed in lower case letters. Else print neither uppercase nor lowercase. Note down this program in your notebook. In this program, I am using is upper and is lower, both the methods. So if a user typed in uppercase, you can check whether the string contains all the characters in uppercase or not. Uppercase means capital letters. You know, uppercase means this is in uppercase and this A is in lowercase. To understand what is uppercase and what is lowercase. This A is in capital letter means uppercase. This A is in small letters means lowercase. विशाल
Yes, sir.
नोट कर लिया ये
Yes, sir.
No, sir. 1 minute. Sir, 1 minute. Last line.
So how this program works, you must understand the
Complete.
statement. First statement, you know that input is also an inbuilt function in Python. This input function gets the response from the user. Suppose you type any string, it returns the user's response in the form of a string, and that string is stored in this variable name. Now you can check whether the string contains characters all in uppercase or not. If the characters, all the characters in uppercase, it returns 2. If all the characters in lowercase, it returns 2. So you should note down one note. Is upper returns true if all the characters in a string are in uppercase letter. Means capital letter. Is lower returns true if all the characters are in lowercase letters. मेहुल
यस सर।
आ रहा है समझ में?
यस सर, आ रहा है।
So I am commenting out this comment. Now let's run this program. enter name. So I am entering Mehul. What will be the output?
You typed in capital letters.
Yes, you can see the output you typed in capital letters. So write down the output in your notebook. This output you should write down in your notebook. Written?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now write down the heading converting string. So whatever I am explaining you, all are string methods, but I divide string method according to their converting string. So write down lower and then upper, title, replace, capitalize, case. So I divide all those string methods in different categories. For example, testing strings or converting strings.
पंकज को एक्सेप्ट कर लीजिए.
Okay. Why you are so late, Pankaj? 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 Pankaj is not responding. Pankaj? Okay, no problem. So these methods converge the string. Let's see whether you understand the concept or not. I am typing one program here, s equal to Pankaj. Then I type s dot upper. And then I print s. What will be the output?
Capital Pankaj.
कैपिटल पंकज.
Pankaj in capital letters.
Look, you cannot change the contents of the string once it is created. Even if you are calling the method s.upper, it will not change the content of this s. It returns a new string actually.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what will be the output? Om Bagresh? Vishal?
So Pankaj in capital letter, maybe.
s.upper returns a new string, नई string return करेगा in capital letters, but it will not change the contents of s. इसको तो नहीं change कर पाएगा ना.
Yes, sir.
क्या आउटपुट आएगा?
सर शायद एक बार पंकज लिखा आएगा अपर केस में।
यस
अपर केस
सर,
में
सर
नहीं
लोअर
लिखा
केस
आएगा
में
ना,
पंकज आएगा।
लोअर केस में ही लिखा आएगा, क्योंकि वो
हाँ
चेंज नहीं होता ना। स्ट्रिंग्स आर इम्यूटेबल
यस
डेटा ऑब्जेक्ट। ओके,
नो सर कि
आउटपुट क्या होगा? पंकज स्मॉल
सर,
लेटर्स में,
पंकज।
बिकॉज
हो
string
गया मेक
is
पंकज है फिर
an
उसको लेना।
immutable data object. It returns, अपर क्या करेगा? रिटर्न्स करेगा, अपर रिटर्न्स और न्यू स्ट्रिंग रिटर्न करेगा, which is the uppercase version of s. Written.
नो सर।
नो सर।
नो सर।
न्यू को अंडरलाइन करना अपनी नोटबुक में। पंकज लोअर केस में ही लिखा आएगा, क्योंकि ये अपर केस कन्वर्ट नहीं कर सकता स्ट्रिंग को। स्ट्रिंग्स आर नॉट मॉडिफिएबल, you cannot change the contents of the string once it is created, but this upper function returns a new string, नई string को रिटर्न करेगा। इसलिए अगर आपको अपर केस में आउटपुट चाहिए तो आपको क्या करना होगा? इसके सामने प्रिंट लगाना होगा। रिटर्न।
यस सर।
ओके, एक बार फिर से मैं आपको क्वेश्चन पूछ कर टेस्ट कर लेता हूँ। Now what will be the output?
सर पंकज
इन
इन
अपर
कैपिटल।
केस।
सर पंकज
Yes.
इन कैपिटल लेटर।
यस, आपने पिछली कक्षाओं में देखा होगा कि मैं जब फंक्शन को कॉल करता हूँ और जब फंक्शन वैल्यू रिटर्न करता है तो उस वैल्यू को मैं यहाँ प्रिंट से डिस्प्ले कर सकता हूँ। सो दिस अपर फंक्शन रिटर्न्स अ न्यू स्ट्रिंग विच इज द अपर केस वर्जन ऑफ दिस स्ट्रिंग। सो आउटपुट विल बी इन कैपिटल लेटर्स पंकज। इफ आई राइट वन मोर स्टेटमेंट प्रिंट एस, what will be the output?
पंकज विल प्रिंट
सर पंकज
लोअर
कैपिटल
केस।
लेटर। यस,
और फिर
पंकज
उसके
इन दिस
बाद
केस अपर केस में आ जाएगा, लेकिन यहाँ क्योंकि स्ट्रिंग चेंज नहीं हुई है, ये सिर्फ रिटर्न करता है नई स्ट्रिंग, इसलिए यहाँ पर तो स्मॉल लेटर्स में ही आएगा। तो आप इस प्रोग्राम को नोट कर लेंगे। So write down this program in your notebook. And the output also. So this upper function returns a new string, which is the uppercase version of this string Pankaj. So Pankaj displayed in capital letters, but the original S is not modified because S is a string, it contains Pankaj, and you cannot modify the string once it is created because the string is an immutable data object. So write down this output in your notebook, this program and this output. Written?
यस सर।
यस सर।
सभी ने नोट कर लिया ना? मेहुल
यस सर।
नोट कर लिया?
यस सर, हो गया।
Okay. So there is one more method, title method, Title. So this method returns a new string in title case form. Title case means, title case आप जानते हो, each word begins with a capital letter. Each word begins with a capital letter. This is a title case. For example, if I write Vishal Maneshwar dot title, so this statement returns, will not convert the original string, but returns a new string, returns Vishal Maneshwar. So V is capital, M is capital, so it converts the string in title case. Title means each word begins with a capital letter. So note down this in your notebook. आज सोडियम क्यों नहीं आया?
तो कॉल ही नहीं लगा.
Mehul, write down this title method. Title. This method returns a new string in title case. Title case means हर एक शब्द जो है अपर केस यानी कैपिटल यानी अंग्रेजी के बड़े अक्षर से शुरू होगा.
Yes, sir.
Let's see an example. String 1 is equal to input, enter any string. String 2 equal to string 1 dot title. So look, you know that when the function returns a value, you can store that value in some other variable. So this statement returns a new string, and that string you can store in any other string variable. So this string returns the string in the form of title case, and that string is stored in string 2, and you can display the value of string 2 on the string with the help of print function, string 2, like this. So this is an interactive program. I will enter any string, and this program will convert the string in title case, and I can display the string in title case on the screen. So let's run this program. Oh. So you can see it is asking to enter any string, So this input function is waiting for any response from the user. So here I am typing India is great. Indians are also great. So what will happen? Each word begins with a capital letter. You can see I is capital, is maybe I capital, great, G capital. So each word begins with a capital letter. So note down this output in your notebook. Have you written the output?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will explain one more method, then I will finish the class. Write down replace. This replace method has two arguments. You can also pass arguments in the method. So this replace method has two arguments. Every occurrence of old substring is replaced by new substring. I should note down what is the purpose of this replace method. Every occurrence of string means, suppose a string contains and if you want to replace all occurrence of A by B, then you can use this replace method. Example, suppose there is one string Python programming dot replace, and if I say O and A, B, C, so every occurrence of the character O in this string will be replaced by ABC. So returns in space of OABC, and here also ABC, like this. You should underline this ABC in your notebook. So remember that every occurrence of O is replaced by ABC. Here also ABC, here also ABC, because O is also there. Here also O. So every occurrence of O is replaced by the string ABC. So this is all about string methods in Python. I will explain about some more methods, some more string methods in Python in the next class. You should write down the home assignment. Home assignment. Write a program in Python to display total number of characters in a string entered by the user. Write program in Python to convert a string into both uppercase and lowercase letters. Means you have to display string in uppercase also, in lowercase also. Write a program in Python to check whether the string contains only digits or not. So write down the answers of all these three questions. Take out the photographs of those written matter and send it on my WhatsApp number. Have you noted down this home assignment? Prince Gate?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Second last question.
सोडियम घर आ गया कि नहीं, कि गांव में ही है?
सो हो गया।
सोडियम घर आ गया कि गांव में ही है?
नहीं पता।
पता नहीं सर।
नहीं पता सर उसको।
अच्छा, प्रिंस का घर कहाँ बन रहा है?
तो दमो
दमोह में?
यस सर।
चलो ठीक है, अब कल होगी क्लास 11 बजे। अभी मैं ये क्लास को
यस।
एंड कर देता हूँ।